Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. It's another solo episode. We'll see what we can do going forward about that, but for now, it is just me, and you are stuck with it. Oh! What a great way to start. We have discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. Okay, so, game has paused itself. This is very, very, very important. So, in our quest to dig deeply and greedily, which, you know, I think is still totally awesome, we have erupted into a giant cavern, which is very good in a way. It opens up certain things for us, which is great. However, it also exposes us to all kinds of baddies. So it would be nice actually if I could dig all the way down to the lava layer without having to deal with the caverns right now, because we could actually start a pretty decent metal industry, and that's definitely feasible. If I went even a little further off to the side here, I might be able to skirt these caverns. I'm debating it. Certainly, we're not ready to fight any kind of critters that might be down there at this time. Where's the others? Here. Oh, lots of ravens right now, that's all. But there's almost certainly going to be more baddies down there. But there's also plenty of goodies. We can start gathering silk. We can cut down some special subterranean trees. It exposes a lot of mineral veins. Very highly valuable. Now, one thing, you know, where's my DF hack? Do they have the thing that gives me the count of minerals? You know, I don't try to use the more cheating-y things, but just as a curiosity. Where do I get the list of commands? I thought there was an option for that. Plug on load, reload, CLS, this text, help command, but oh, LS, that's what it is. Prospect, that's what I want. I just want to know if I'm going to be wasting a bunch of time hunting for, can I not scroll this window? Not easily. Soil science. It just gives me a count of what's available in here. Those are gems, other veins, shrubs. No, okay, so we don't have any fuel metals. And that's good to know, just in terms of, you know, not being silly and ridiculous. So I will stop looking for things like coal. So, if we want a metal industry so that we can brave the big caverns, we've got to either continue to dig downwards to the lava layer, or just chop down a lot more trees. And I'm certainly not opposed to doing that. Although my stockpile is full, I really have to start digging another. We have to get, like, proper stuff going pretty soon. I forgot how, like, undeveloped this whole thing is. Yeah, we're going to start a big deforestation campaign over here. And we're going to craft ourselves an initial set of armor. We're going to start building up a tiny militia, and then we will just delve properly through the cave. I won't dodge the cave. But for now, we will designate to stop mining. Did I not do it right? Designate X. And do not mine any deeper than this. And in fact, this would be another wall spot. In fact, cancel these designations as well. We will, just on the off chance there's a flyer down there, I kind of feel like I should plug up this one hole, this one X as well. We can do that by building a floor grate. I think I need those around, right? Like, or floor hatch. H? Yeah, I need a hatch cover. So, we're going to queue up a rock hatch cover. I guess we just need one. Sure. The other thing, oh, right, I finally realized what I was derping about. So, rock chests, I gotta turn off TweetDeck, apparently, because it's overlapping. Rock chests don't exist, and I was sure I used to build them. They're called rock coffers. That's the thing. So we want lots of those for people's bedrooms. And, yeah, go back to work. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna designate a bunch of trees to be chopped here. I'm a little worried about the river, actually. I don't want them... What's the season? Early spring. The river might melt at any point, as well as some of these lakes. I should probably do more to actually prevent any dwarves from walking on top of that stuff, but I'm definitely not going to designate any trees on the opposite side of the river at this time. Next time winter comes, then we will do that properly. Okay, so... we're going to be doing a lot of digging here. I can't remember how many miners we've got going on. We've got 2 actual miners, and these 2 are also designated to be mining, and they are actually mining as well. So that's good. Hopefully they'll get a little bit of skill, so we get a little bit more speed out of that. Because even these bedrooms and things, I mean, we could really leave a lot of the industry near the surface. I mean, I've got the space dug out now, and it's certainly very convenient, but it's also very risky. It's also not very dwarfy at all. So I feel like I would like to do a better job out of that. And you know what? Should we almost do it on the gold layer? We won't go out of our way to actually dig out the gold veins completely. We will just like leave them as is and then make them into cool walls. Now what we could do, you know what? I'm going to bookmark that layer, wherever that was, right over here. I'm going to add a hotkey for this. So F3Z is the hotkey to this layer, and then I'm going to go up a handful of levels, so 3 levels, and this is where I'm going to build some of my workshop. It's going to be midway between my surface and, well, no, that's pretty stupid too, because my logic, midway between my surface and the magma layer, but then it just guarantees that everyone's always going to be walking. Oh yeah, I got the farming going on too. Okay, you know what? This is going to be our main hall for everything except our workshops. We will have some workshops at the surface where they are now. Mostly stuff that deals with surfacey type stuff. So all our woodworking, things like that. And then way down at the bottom, we'll have our complete metal industry there. Although at the start, we'll also have a metal industry up here. So this is going to be where we have the giant dining room, meeting hall, or the dining room is the meeting hall. And if we want to make fancy offices, that sort of thing, and we will probably, should we make bedrooms in this level too? You know what, I will. It's not necessarily the most efficient, but it's going to be really cool. So I will do it on that basis. Good, and then we'll go out like that, and like that, and we will leave column, a pillar here, and actually let me do that so we can get double row of tables, double row of chairs, same thing on the other side, and then in fact we will round this out ever so slightly just to give it a bit more personality. In fact, I should probably do it this way too. Well, no, this will be fine. Actually, I guess I could do something like this. It's definitely not going to be round. But it'll be an interesting shape. There's the doorway. And off of this, we will have our kitchens and food storage. So we will create a sort of food storage here. Small food storage attached to a kitchen, and then down here will be a small drinks storage attached to a brewer, and both of those need to be connected to a larger food pile. For just storage. This might look vaguely interesting, but I don't think I'm going to like it actually. Let me move it to the back over here. That'll make more sense. So we will have a raw food storage here. There we go. And that'll be good. Something like this. Brewing. I mean, we don't... One kitchen is going to be more than enough to run absolutely everything. Same thing with one brewer. It's going to be more than enough. And this should be totally fine. And then, yeah, some peasants will be responsible for actually hauling the food here. Then we'll be hauling it through the Great Hall, which is a little unfortunate. On the other hand, it'll guarantee that they keep seeing the niceness of the Great Hall, which will give them happy thoughts. Also, if we've got some chained up animals in there, that'll go over well for those people. And then I'm going to make the bedrooms in the same level. What I'm going to do is have another set of double doors over here. What do I want to do? Something like that. And then I'll dig out a bunch of bedrooms off of this. Sort of on the inside of this block. And then we'll add another wing on the other side later when we get more people. Hopefully it's the right number. So we need 1 for the door, and then 3 for the inside of the room. Whoops, why do I keep... There we go. And I could set up a macro for this. Some people actually wanted me to showcase the macros, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. I don't know, you know what? What the hell? Let's start it now. So, to record a macro, if I remember this correctly, Control R to start recording mode. You can see it up here. We'll do the routine, and then park here, and then Control R to stop recording, Control S to save it, call it bedrooms, Control M, no, Control, I don't even know what Control M did, Control L to load a macro. We're going to select bedrooms, and then it's going to be Control P to play it. So we go into designation mode, because that's where our macro is. We put our cursor in the right place, we hit P, and it'll play it once, and then I just keep going. P again, P again, P again, and all it does is it just plays back the keyboard routine. No more sophisticated than that. Oh wow, and it works out beautifully here. So we can do, oh right, it's going up. So cancel this, go back to the mining designation so we can start from here and play from here. There we go. So we get a nice double row. I could have recorded a longer macro, but this suits me just fine. So again, these are going to be pretty simple bedrooms. I could make fancier ones on the other side, or build a whole different wing for it. All kinds of stuff. There we are. Okay, I like it. I guess it's possible that some of the gold will be used up over here, which is not quite as interesting. Actually, what I could do later on when we start getting some dead bodies, this might be a good place to actually put some like nice coffins and burial grounds. You know, honor the dwarves on the way into the grand meeting hall. See, like, you know, their fallen brethren. That might be kind of neat. I've done that kind of thing before, and I think it works out okay. So yeah, let's go back to resuming here. Now, I think some people are still digging some exploratory tunnels up here. Oh, that was that. Or below then, maybe? Oh yeah, see, like this. I got some more gems, more gold. Is this silver? Sphalerite. It's orb zinc. Okay. Actually, I didn't even remember, in the list, I didn't really read through what all of the different metals available were. Okay, let us, I really want some more storage up here, and I also want to get started on a metal industry. We're going to reclaim some of the space later for this sort of stuff, so I don't want to dig out too much. I will go and build another stockpile here. Like so. And I think temporarily I'm just going to literally stick the workshops here in the hallway, and then because we can move them later. So build workshop, and what I want is, well, actually before I do that, I want to go, so B for build, E for the furnaces, and we're going to build a wood furnace. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going to stick them here in the hallway, even though it's a stupid place, and we'll move them later. So we will build that out of schist. Then we'll also want a smelter, and we can build that right next door, and that'll be fine. And we'll also build that out of schist. And that's good enough for now. The other thing that people have reminded me is my mason's workshop. I probably want to get them to make rock blocks, possibly forever, actually. Because blocks are a lot lighter to haul, and one chunk of stone will make 4 blocks, which then we can use for construction. So it works out much, much, much better. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to do that sort of thing as we go forward. We'll probably want some storage or something. Well, we'll definitely need storage because we don't want to clutter up this stuff. So this repeating job might end up cluttering some of these up, and we can check that with the T. We can see what happens to be sitting here. For example, Mason's Workshop is starting to fill up quite a bit. And if it gets over full, it will actually slow down their jobs. So yeah, we really need another storage pretty soon. Unfortunately, we've just designated a crap ton of digging to do. So it's going to be a while before this thing gets dug out. What I can do, for example, is maybe cut off some of these exploratory tunnels. And you know what? I'm going to also block that off because it's a lower priority thing. Do we have our floor hatch? Build H? No. Hatch cover not yet built. I can max out the priority. Get it before the rest of the cabinets. And they can finish this little side tunnel, that's fine. More silver. And silver, great for warhammers. Very, very heavy, very, very dense. It doesn't hold much of an edge, though, so you're not going to use it to make swords. But I can definitely... And I don't think it's great for armor, either. But we might go ahead and make, like, 10 silver warhammers. I don't know if we need 10 at this point, actually. Because we've also got some bows. We'll have to go and take a look at what we want our military setup to be. Sometimes I make one squad that's all melee and one that's all range. Sometimes I will have mixed squads, you know, like 5 melee, 5 range. That way, you know, you've got some tanks kind of up front and some people shooting. On the other hand, I think there's a tendency for the dwarves to at least potentially shoot each other, which would be less than ideal. There's some more masterpieces being done, which is great. And not much in the way of idlers. People are definitely staying busy. I would like some more waves of migrants. I just realized I don't have any music playing this time. Let's start up the iTunes and get some background tunes going on. The game does have music built in, but I usually mute it and then just play something else. It doesn't have a ton of songs. That's why. Where is my... No, iTunes. Don't bother me about being the default. Why are you such a pain? Where is my fantasy epic mix? And play. Alright, it'll be quiet, but, you know, that's okay. Just a little bit of background music. If it's too loud, then YouTube whines about stuff anyway. Boom, 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 boom. So we keep striking valuable metals. And the thing is, the gold, we can make goods out of gold and sell it. The problem is, like, up until we get to the magma, it's going to be a huge pain to smelt anything, so we're only going to be smelting high-value stuff. Okay, so we got our wood furnace set up, so what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a task to make charcoal, and we're going to put that on repeat. This is going to burn through, literally, a lot of wood. If you guys don't know, the way you make charcoal, I guess, is you put some wood in one area, and then you burn. Like, you burn wood to make heat, but then you have some other wood that's kind of in a place that is, I think, oxygen-deprived, and it, I don't know, burns away everything but the actual wood itself, or the, I don't know, the carbon or the whatever bonds. I don't know the chemistry behind it, but that's how you make charcoal. So you get this thing that burns very hot and very cleanly after, because you've already sort of eliminated all the impurities, all the extra water and things. So we're going to make charcoal out of wood, and then we're going to use that to start smelting things. But again, at this point, we'll be pretty strategic with the smelting, because we don't have unlimited wood. More gems. Oh, I guess we could start a jeweler and start actually finishing some gems up. We can set up a stockpile. And again, we'll do a sort of custom stockpile that'll pretty much hold everything just like the last one. Can't copy the stockpile instructions though, which is too bad. Oops, 3 wheelbarrows, change settings. Enable, enable, enable. Enable the rest. Okay. If you don't remember what I'm doing there, just go back and rewatch some of the earlier videos, and it should explain most of it. We have tons of puppies. Apparently my tied-up dogs had puppies, because they're just sitting around there. Ooh. Ba-dum-bum-bum. People drinking. Are we good on supplies? Yeah, we don't have a proper bookkeeper yet, but that's okay. Probably, I'm hoping the next migration wave will be really big, and then we can assign people to do those sorts of things. It'll also be much less painful to set up a proper military at that point too, just because, you know, we can spare some dwarves. Okay, we did finish the hatch, so I can go down here, build hatch. We're going to place it... No access, really? Oh, right, because you have to be able to work from the side. Hang on, then. If I go here... Okay. Designate. We're just going to build an up stairway here, which will give the dwarves the ability to come down here and build a hatch over the down stairway and block it off. What I really need to do is reset my hotkey for this place too. Hotkey. Actually, we'll call this F3. And then I'll have to find this place again. Call it F4. Okay. Good. Hotkeys set. Really make your life a lot easier if you do that sort of thing. Alright, wood being hauled. We still have one idler. Really? Carpenter? Neil Ramist. I'm surprised that maybe I took away his hauling job at some point. Alright, we're here. Neil, why you no haul? Probably had a high priority job. Probably get barrels set up for our booze industry or something like that. She doesn't happen to be one of our leaders, huh? Nope. Curious. We struck smoky quartz, very exciting. Yeah, people very slowly hauling rocks around. I don't remember, did I not set a close rock stockpile? It doesn't look like I did, which surprises me because I normally do that to save the mason work. All right, I'll do this, and then change settings. Oops, disable animals. I only want stone, and I only want like garbage rock that we're going to use for masonry. And they'll keep other people who will hopefully keep that full of garbage stones, and then my mason hopefully won't have to go quite as far to haul things. Do I have blocks enabled here? Probably. Yeah, bars and blocks. Which is fine. I mean, we could definitely get to the point where we might overfill things with blocks. We'll just have to cancel the job at that point. But other than that, we'll get pretty good use out of it. Is this, like... This is still frozen. Everything is green. Migrants! Okay! Let's see how many we get. 2, 3, 4. No, that's a pet of some kind. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And some lost critters. Oh, and they keep coming. Okay, this is going to be a huge migrant wave. We'll get the actual count in Dwarf Therapist. 15 idlers, 16 idlers. I mean, they're going to make their way to the current dining room over here. And then they'll take a little bit and they'll settle in. What's the X? Is the X state just that migration thing? Just set to no job. But the idler count should go down once they've settled in, and they're going to start hauling at that point. Okay, they should be mostly on the map at this point. So I guess I can go here, and I can zoom to the location. You hit A to see your alerts, and then when you pick one, you can hit Z to zoom. Okay, they're all here. So we're going to go into Dwarf Therapist. We will reload this. We got 26 of them. Okay, now we have a fortress going on. None of them seem to be highly skilled at anything. We still don't have a doctor, which is unfortunate. We might have to set up a hospital anyway and just like give someone the job. We certainly have a handful of dwarves who are half decent at military, so we can start forming that, and that's fine. Okay, so and again, lots and lots of haulers. We still have some idlers, but they may still be getting established. We've got lots of animals running around here. There we go. What I need to do is pen. Most of the grazers actually are the ones that have to be penned. I don't know what a keat is. Or caviput. Okay, chicks, goats, piglets. So the kittens don't have to be. Those are the ones that are locked up. The bunny is a pet. I mean, I don't know if we do that to those. Oh, is there a lamb in there as well that I missed? No, I don't think so. You know, it might be time to butcher some of these animals. I'm trying to see here. We're starting to get quite a lot of them. In particular, the cats. I know it's cruel and mean, but they can really start latching onto your dwarves, and once they're adopted, you can't do anything with them, and they can start to fill up your universe really quickly. We have 3 kittens, 5 kittens, possibly more. Yeah, so I'm gonna butcher the cats. I'm sorry, anyone who like, it's horrible, but it's population control, right? We can't spare or neuter the pets. The dogs aren't as critical to sort of, you know, eat right now because we can even do some kittens while they're still small. We'll wait until at least full-grown cats. Because you control whether dogs can be adopted or not, so you always have the opportunity to do a cull later. But the cat population, you kind of want to keep a handle on it, just to make sure it doesn't go overboard. Okay. Fresh meat. We could set up a dog trainer too, and turn out a bunch of war dogs, and really build a scary army. We need plump helmet spawn. This farm has been like a little underperforming. We might want to build a second plot. I felt like I had built a second one. I'm really confused. Maybe I'm just thinking of another game I'm playing. So we'll get that going. Then we'll get a farmer working that right away. We probably have like lots of people with overlapping jobs now. Although my idler count being down at 2 is really amazing because we have 38 dwarves. So, I mean, it'll fluctuate a lot, but when it's, you know, just a couple, it's very, very nice. So we will try to grow something else that we can eat here, like sweet pods. And then we can go into cave wheat. And then more plump helmets. It's better when you can keep things going in a cycle. We could do the pigtail thing at some point too and actually get a cloth industry going on. Very valuable. You know, I'll go ahead and dig out another farm actually. Oh, we don't have sweet pod seeds. Okay. So, well, we probably don't have any of it. We'll leave the job as is anyway. Because some might be being planted. Yeah, okay. We had some sweet pod seeds, just not a ton of it. How are we doing on beer, actually? 300's not bad. I mean, you could arguably use a little bit more all the time. Plus, it converts your plants into seeds as well, because they take the seeds out before they brew. So it gives you something to plant. But it looks like, I mean, we do have plenty of things planted. They're just taking a while to go. It might... Oh yeah, they're still digging that out. It might be helpful to build another plump helmet plant. Because we don't actually have that many plants in stores. Alright, build plot. We're going to do this one a mix. We're going to do... that is not the way I want to do that. Cancel. Build plot. Because this one, when it gets built, I'm going to put in some pigtails, but pigtails can't grow all the time. Oh yeah, we are short on spawns. Brew. Hopefully we've got some work in the furnace. What category is that in? I can never find it. Because you have to read sideways. Furnace operating. Literally no one? Tell you what, anyone from the new load, You guys can work the furnace, and then once one of you starts to develop some skill, then you're going to become the permanent furnace worker. An elven caravan. Alright, so the elves are kind of interesting to trade with. They get mad if you try to sell them any wood, because they're hippies. Also, if I cut down too many trees, they'd be a little upset. I don't think I'm at that point yet. They will warn me before I get there, but it could certainly be a problem. Okay, digging that out, which is good. What was the other thing I was doing? Oh, you know what I can probably do is build the hatch. There we go. Microline hatch cover. Someone will go down there and install it, and then we'll lock it. I haven't seen any bad guys yet. Which is good, because it's entirely possible that things will start crawling up from the basement there. I could tie up a dog down there, I suppose, and just make sure that we've got vision on whatever might happen. Is that a fish? Oops. Okay. Raw steelhead trout. Indeed it is. So unprocessed food that's in stockpiles don't go bad. Food that just like lies on the floor can, unless it's processed, I think. I think processed food never goes bad either. There we go. Prepare a raw fish. Get that going. We should probably queue up more jobs for different things too. You know what we can start doing? Because hopefully we're going to have some coal soon. Maybe not. I see it's in red because we don't have everything we need to do that. These are all the ores that we have. But it's in red because I think we have no charcoal, because no one has started doing the smelting or the charcoaling yet. But someone should start doing that pretty soon. We've assigned enough people to do the goddamn thing. Alright, so caravan. Good. We'll start moving goods here. And we can select the finished good bins, but we're going to have to make sure not to sell them the bins. Very, very important, because the bins are made out of wood. And do we have any loose mugs? No. Just the finished good bins. Okay, which is fine. So we'll sell them a few mugs. The stuff the elves bring aren't as high priority as the dwarf stuff, because the dwarves offer a few things that that we really, really, really need. I could start decking out these bedrooms, but you know, we're not that far away from getting this thing started, so I'm going to wait on that. You can see how there's piles of rock here, perfectly waiting for my mason to get going, which makes me super duper happy. Oh yeah, I got enough guys now. I could probably queue a rock table. I could, well, let's actually set up a bunch of these because we're going to need some for our dining room, and rock thrones. I can set up a an actual bookkeeper now. Get some accurate counts in our fortress of different things, which is going to make it very nice for different stuff. So we only have 3 bins to bring, which shouldn't take long. We're going to request that the trader comes. He's currently busy digging, or sheep, I think. Is that our hunter? Our ranger? No jobs? Is there nothing to kill? Or do you just out of arrows? There's a raven out there. In fact, looks like we've got a lot of hunters. We probably need to make wooden bolts for these guys. Let's make a huge number. Each one of those is a stack of bolts, which has, I don't know, a certain number of things. Okay, water's flowing again. Very exciting. We can build bridges over these. Our expedition leader is currently drinking, but they'll make it out here at some point. I mean, if you ever get the warning that, oh, the caravan's about to leave, then what you do is you go to your person, you take off every job they have to ensure that they're going to come over here and trade. Still drinking. Is a dwarf after all. On break. God damn it. The dining room definitely needs to be expanded, so it's a good thing we're digging this thing out. Is it even? Yeah, it's even. Yeah. There's nothing worse than if you make this uneven. God, it's so frustrating. You gotta, like, collapse the whole fortress in on itself and start over again. Alright. On break. God damn it. Starting to rain, which will make most dwarves unhappy. I think there's a few dwarven traits that they won't be unhappy from getting rained on, but the majority of people don't like it. It does clean them a little, though, which is good. On break. God damn you! Get cracking. Man, we are stockpiling a lot of wood in here. Don't let the elves inside. They're going to be appalled. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go shortly, but we'll try to finish this trade on break. I should probably take away all her other jobs, too, because she's probably going to go back to, like, digging or something. On break. Someone has just withdrawn from society. Okay. Itor, who's one of my new people, I think. Oh, right here, with the white exclamation mark. It's a stone crafter, so he's probably going to go and take over the crafts dwarf shop. No. Oh, yeah, that's the craft dwarf shop. All right, so this dwarf has entered a strange mood. So they're going to claim this, and then what they're going to start to do... do I view them this way? Peculiarly secretive. They will start to request goods. They're going to go ahead and grab some things. So right now he's just grabbing some rocks. Oh, and something else which I didn't quite catch. I'll be able to look at it, I think, in this view. Some nickel silver bars. Okay, so he wants some stone and a metal of some kind. And now he's going to start a fantastic production. He's going to... he or she. Let's go and find out. I want to go there and here. She. So she, who has how much skill? Let's go and find her. Itor. Oh, we've got 3 of them. This one right over here has the craft dwarf. Stone crafting over here. Just level 2. Not very experienced. Well, she's gone into this strange mood. She's going to create a artifact. Like, an unbelievably valuable item, usually. It depends on what metals and products they actually use and different factors and stuff like that. But ideally, it's going to be, something truly incredible. And I believe it also maxes out her skills. So she is going to be, like, the #1 stone carver. Although my other person's actually pretty good, too. All right, High Master Stone Crafter. So either one of them working crafts is going to be pretty good. What I'll probably end up doing at some point is having two craft dwarf shop. I mean, at least 2 probably, because we don't just want stone works. We're going to want some wood crafts, some bone crafts, that sort of thing. But, we could have really high quality mugs. All right, is my on break. Seriously? I think there's a technique you can use to break breaks, but... There we go. Etor has created Unibethal Kar Idek, a granite amulet. And now we have a new button over here for L for artifacts. And this would normally list all the artifacts. There's only one right now. I don't know why we can't actually see the title of it. It's worth 7,200 dwarf bucks. We can hit to view the description. Some of these can be really long. This is a granite amulet. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular granite cabochons, which are... I looked this up because it came up earlier. They're like smooth gems as opposed to sort of cut with facets. This object menaces with spikes of nickel silver. On the item is an image of cushion-cut gems in granite, which is very boring. Sometimes these images will be references to things that have happened in the past, either in world generation or also some things that can happen in your fortress. So it's not particularly exciting or that valuable of a on break. God damn it. Of an artifact, but it's still interesting that it happened. And now, I believe, if we reload this, there we go. She is a legendary stone crafter. Went from level 2 to being... She's legendary +1, so she's effectively level 16, I think, basically. Pretty crazy. How's the farming going? I don't remember if we signed this last one. No, we did not. So we want pigtails in every season where pigtails can grow, and we will do plump helmets in the other 2. And just keep that up. We'll need a few more spawn, but we're going to get enough of that pretty soon. Yeah, we got some jobs that still need to be kicked in. Everyone's still happy there. Good. How's the brokerage? Manage work orders. Oh, this is also our freaking... Is there anyone who would make a better broker? No, Zolban is the best. So, Zolban is no longer going to be our manager, however. He's got wearing too many hats. Someone who's not necessarily that critical. Momus, congratulations. You are now the new manager. I'm going to assign this chair to you. Momus, you're now the manager. You have no skill at it, but that doesn't matter. Okay, Zolban, you're being a pain in the ass now. Can't you read my mind? Can't you tell that I only ever want you to do one thing? Commit. So I think Zolban is going to finish doing the dig of the one square, and then should come over here. Unless he decides, I think Zolban is a she, decides to go and get another drink and another break, which would drive me bonkers. Eat. Fucking dwarves. They're so predictable in how annoying they're going to be. See, they're going to leave soon. I could assign a different broker, but everyone else will suck. Come on, eat fast. Trade at depot. There we go. Finally. Wait, what? Where's all our mugs? Well, the job got cancelled because of the strange mood, but up until then it should have still been on repeat. Because there's only the 3... Well, now there's another finished good bin, but it probably is not carrying that. Have we really just not been producing any? Okay, listen, I'm going to trade something anyway, just so that they're not all cranky. I'll trade you some leather, and just as a gift, to be honest. What is this? It's a giant cave spider silk tunic spattered with cobalt blood. There we go. That sounds good. Mark for trade. And I'm going to trade for something insignificant. Maybe a little sand? Some cages for our cage traps. Sewer brew barrel. No, some beer. There we go. That's the way it works. Mark for trade. And now we hit T for trade. And they take it. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. So we've completed a trade. It's a token trade. But hopefully it'll be worth, something to them. So we no longer need the broker at all. You're released. So that was very boring, anticlimactic. I'm really sorry about that. Stone blocks, rock mugs. Our stockpiles are pretty full, actually. Although some of them are still stone. If we dumped all this bedroom stuff, these cabinets and coffers, then we would start making a lot of room. Oh, we're also going to need doors. Rock doors. We need 30. We probably need more beds. Oh, it's just called bed. Construct bed. Let's build like 30 of them because we're going to need lots. Do we have doors kicking around? We do. So let's get started on that. I want the masterpiece dining room done at some point, but the we've got a lot of dwarves who don't have bedrooms right now. And again, just all these items are taking up a lot of places in our stockpile. So we want H for containers. This will also do bags. So we just want coffers. Okay, coffer is fine. And chests. Oh, we got lots. No wonder we have no room in our stockpiles. Oops, I'm putting them in the wrong row. Well, it doesn't actually matter. It really doesn't matter what order they're in. Just my OCD-ness is going to be a little bit broken by this, but I'm not going to change it now because it would be too much effort. I mean, it's not like they're even going to match colors. Like, that's the real OCD, if you got to make sure that all the colors match. Oh, and I mean, I shouldn't make light of a legitimate mental disorder, but this game brings out a little bit of that in coffers. Oh my god. And I mean, again, you can macro this up. There's actually a lot of tools to make this part of the game a little easier and a little less tedious. Oh, I guess I didn't even build the cabinets. I'm going to wait, though. Sometimes I find they get in each other's way when they're trying to place objects, so sometimes I'll just do one type at a time, just to guarantee that dwarves aren't being too stupid. 0 idlers, because, of course, everyone's hauling like crazy. Merchants are gone. Of course, if we really want to be awesome, we could have just slaughtered the elves. We don't have a military right now, though. We would have had to, like, bait them into something insanely bad. But it's an option. I only have 1 dog? No? Where are the dogs? Are they stacked on top of another? Oh, is the dog being, like, hauled back and forth from somewhere? Because there should be 2 dogs, 1 chained to each rope. I'm gonna, like, do a reassignment here just to make sure that they're not anywhere else. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Is that all the logs from outside? Any more designations? No more designations, although there are still some logs out there. Okay, which is fine. Is this a merchant? Oh, he is too. So they don't actually have a caravan. They were just bringing everything by critter. So masterpieces are being created. More importantly, though, is I just want to make sure that we actually have mugs to trade next time. That was really disappointing. I mean, not that we want that elfie shit anyway. I mean, God. Could you imagine anything more disgraceful? Build, workshop, kitchen. Nope, wrong hotkey. Z for kitchen. Microline is fine. And then we're going to build a still down here. Sure, microline is also fine. And then we will set up a stockpile. It's going to be a type of food stockpile here. Another one here. And then one more right here. Oh god, I really have to go to it. I'll set up the stockpiles and we'll call it done. Max barrels and bins. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I guess it doesn't need bins. I guess that's why it was set to 0. Max barrels is fine. We want... turn off prepared food. Still prepared stuff in there. I don't know what. I think it's F12 or something to fix the graphic glitch. I'll sort it out next time. Definitely not drinks. It's weird the prepared stuff is in here. Alright, generally speaking, this is going to be mostly unprepared food. Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. Derp, derp, derp. I want to block all and only allow prepared food. I think that works. Change settings. We want to turn off prepared food and also drinks. Bid for bid. Oh, I guess this... No. God damn it, I keep doing it backwards. This middle one is all my raw stuff. No prepared food. God damn it. No drinks. This one is just the prepared food from when we're finished. So block all, enable prepared food. We'll make sure it works after. And over here, this is our finished drinks, so we will block all and then permit drinks of both kinds. Okay. And then our workshops are still being created, which is fine. Goods being carted out there. And I am going to cut this video because I need to go. But we'll be back with another episode soon. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.